At the age of 16, we used to have to get a passport in Soviet Union. So in that passport, we used to have to put our ethnic background. We don't have to do it anymore in Russia, but we had to put Russian or Tatar and I started asking questions. And I had an option of putting Jewish or putting Russian in my passport. So that was a big moment of choice for me. I wanted to put Jewish just because I felt different. I wanted to be different. I felt really drawn to my Jewishness. But my parents put lots of pressure on me and they said, you'll have many more obstacles in your life if you put Jewish, so put Russian. I put Russian. I believe that me feeling different, though, does have something in common with being Jewish, but it's not, I think I'm different because amongst Jews I'm not Jew, amongst Russians I'm not Russian, amongst people I'm not human. I just feel different. I feel different, strongly individual. But culturally there was a period in my life when I felt Jewish amongst Russians, and when I was just learning about this culture, when I was getting into it, I felt not understood and I felt slightly pushed away by the majority of kids and teenagers in my secondary school, for example, these formative years. And at the same time I found my group of Jewish people who I linked to and I socialized with. After my school, I went to study in the secondary school, which is like a college. It's a different system of education. So I was 15 years old when I moved to Kazan on my own. Kazan is the capital of Tatarstan, and there was a secondary school, like a college, a music college. So apart from just my normal studies, there was lots of cultural life. It's the capital of Tatarstan, lots of things happening, really melting pot of so many cultures there. There were festivals, there was jazz, there was rock, there was this and that. And there was a Jewish community. And I went to see a concert. And that was it. I was really lucky to be in Kazan because Kazan was a city where the first Klezmer band in the Soviet Union in the end of the 80s was just starting to come together and perform in public. And I was one of the first, at one of the first concerts. And they also had a youth club. So I went to the youth club and I joined the band after, a year. So there was a big growing community as I was just joining the Jewish community. It was still growing and developing. Young people were coming in. I was right in the center of it all. That's when it all clicked together. Because I did feel I was Jewish, I looked Jewish, I wanted to be Jewish before I moved to Kazan. That was when I started asking myself these questions. So I was 15, 16 years, getting a passport. 16, I saw the first concert. It kind of happened about the same time. I think I asked myself who I was a bit earlier than that, but then it all clicked together. This is my culture. So there was a bit of that interesting search for my identity at some point in my life. But feeling different, I think, stage by stage, I am still discovering what that is.